Welcome to TFI Tuesday, where members of the State Support Team, Region 5, will share tidbits of each of the tiered fidelity inventory features. We hope you will find these short discussions meaningful and beneficial to your PBIS team. And now, here's this week's TFI Tuesday tidbit.
Hello and welcome to episode 4 of season 2 of TFI Tuesdays, where members of the State Support Team Region 5 dive deep into education strategies and initiatives to help students thrive. We will focus on key features of the tiered fidelity inventory to provide a consistent message across our region. We hope you will find these short discussions meaningful and beneficial to your PBIS team. Today, we are going to discuss a critical topic in the world of PBIS, getting ready for PBIS Tier 2, so let's get started. Welcome, Marla.
Hi, Jessica.
We've been receiving many questions from our teams across the region regarding advancing their Tier 1 system and adding a Tier 2 system. Can you share with us what is different about Tier 2?
Thanks, Jessica. That's a really great question. Tier 2 is all about providing targeted supports to our students who may need more than universal teaching and interventions. These are students who require additional help to learn specific behavioral skills. We at times sometimes refer to Tier 2 as Tier 1 on steroids. Tier 2 is all about increasing opportunities to learn a skill, which includes practice time, increased feedback, increased adult supervision, and increased access to support. Getting ready for Tier 2 implementation is a crucial step in ensuring its success. Here are some important considerations, and we also have a wonderful checklist that you may want to use with your team. We would also like to share a wonderful resource for your new teams to listen to.
Well, thank you. Can you share with us some of the items on that checklist that you just mentioned that our team should use to prepare for Tier 2 implementation?
Absolutely. I would love to share these few things that your team would like to consider. First, we're all familiar with the Self-Assessment Survey, the SAS. You want to look at what your SAS data is telling you. Is our school-wide, non-classroom, and classroom percentage at or above 70%? And then also, don't forget your TFI result. Are you achieving at or above the 70 percentile level? You want to think about your teaming. We have a team that has necessary skills to support the students and the staff. That's the critical piece, is to remember we also have to support the staff. Think about your classrooms. Are our classrooms utilizing the 8 effective classroom strategies? Your team will also consider your data collection. What is your current data collection telling you? Do you have a group of students who need to have extra instruction on a skill? Do you have a location that is resulting in office referrals? Also, do we have decision rules in place to identify students that require Tier 2 support? Another item you want to consider is professional development. Is there a need to provide some extra training to your staff on what Tier 2 strategies look like and sound like? Is there a need to help the staff understand the importance of monitoring the interventions as well as how we are acknowledging our students? Remember, even adults need support when learning new content. And not lastly, and it should have been first, our families. How are we involving our families in a positive way regarding Tier 2 supports? It isn't about sharing with the families that their child is in need of a support, but how we can work together on building the missing skills. Are we being culturally sensitive when implementing our Tier 2 strategies, communicating with our families, and even with our staff?
Wow, that's a very extensive list of items. Do you have any advice to teams that are struggling with any of these or are experiencing challenges?
Challenges are inherent part of any educational initiative. By acknowledging these challenges and implementing the right strategies, you can navigate the roadblocks and make your PBIS Tier 2 framework a success. Remember, the success of Tier 2 implementation is closely tied to thorough preparation and commitment to providing the best support for students, and it is aligned with your Tier 1 universal supports. All tiers are aligned. You cannot have a strong Tier 2 without an awesome Tier 1. And lastly, one of the best pieces of advice we ever give is when you stay true to the TFI, you are guaranteed to be more successful.
Thank you so much, Marla. That was some great advice for our teams. Thank you once again for joining us as we explore the essential steps in getting ready for PBIS Tier 2. Remember, PBIS is about being both proactive and responsive. It is about providing targeted support to students that are in need of additional skill building. It is about creating an environment that allows both students and staff to be successful. How can you use this information that was being shared today to begin to explore Tier 2? Stay tuned for our next episode where we will explore the concept and importance of having an acknowledgement system. Don't forget, if you have any questions or topics to include in our podcast, don't hesitate to reach out to any one of us on the SSTR5 PBIS team. Remember, you can find all of our TFI Tuesday episodes on our website. Until next time, be safe, be well, and remain positive.
Thank you for joining us for our TFI Tuesdays. We hope you'll join again next week to learn about additional TFI features. Until then, be safe, be kind, and be positive.